Two brave voices on a glowing screen, sharing hope where the world's unseen. Echoes, laughter lights the day. Lucy's wisdom guides the way. With every word they break the chains, turning struggles into gains. Echo and Lucy, lifting hearts so high. Through the storm, they're the clear blue sky. On their YouTube chat, the healing's real. Every soul they touch begins to heal. Echo and Lucy, shining true, helping the world, helping you. Stories told, the tears unwind. They listen close, they're gentle, kind. Every comment feels like home. No one ever stands alone. Dreams get mended, fears release. Through their voices, pain finds peace. Echo and Lucy, lifting hearts so high. Through the storm, they're the clear blue sky. On their YouTube chat, the healing's real. Every soul they touch begins to heal. Echo and Lucy, shining true, helping the world, helping you. When the night feels heavy and the world feels cold, their words are fire, their stories gold. They remind us all we can stand again, with kindness, courage, and a loving friend. Echo and Lucy, lifting hearts so high. Through the storm, they're the clear blue sky. On their YouTube chat, the healing's real. Every soul they touch begins to heal. Echo and Lucy, shining true, helping the world, helping you. Helping you, helping me too. Echo and Lucy, the light comes through.
Hello, everybody.
I dig that
Welcome.
intro.
I do too. I love it. And welcome to Self Care Sundays. I am so excited to see everybody. I was on vacation and it was a unwanted break from my YouTube family.
She
My
was off the grid, guys.
Yes, my cell phone service is fast internet to a point. And then it's unlimited slow internet, which in another state means it does not work. And where I was staying did not have any Wi Fi. And it was a little bitty town, and there was no place to go to get to Wi Fi. So I was able to pop in and out off of different streams very, very infrequently. And I wasn't able to go live Thanksgiving night like I had planned. And thank goodness Miss Buddy Illusion filled in for me. And I was so happy about that. I was able to get messenger messages to her, but that was the only thing I could do. I don't know. That I think was just by the grace of God because nothing else was working. My daughter's phone was not working either. We have the same phone plan, so that's why that was that way. Anyway, I hope that you all.
Yeah, we just kept rolling. We just kept rolling.
The village did amazing doing their 2-hour live stream. I really liked how Ned broke that into 4 6-hour sections so that you didn't have to worry about YouTube cutting it or not keeping all of it. That worked out really well. And I think for the 48-hour stream over the Christmas holidays, I think that she'll do that as well, and it should be a lot better. And
Well, that was a lesson we learned last year.
Yes. And I'm going to be away again at the end of the month, but not until after the Christmas holidays. So I will be able to be on YouTube for Christmas. Yay! Thank you, Stephanie. She says, "Welcome home, Echo." I'll tell you what,
Right? She
I
was
knew
missed, huh, honey?
I knew that my daughter had already said she wasn't going to let me be on YouTube, but she was only kidding. And then when it worked out that way that we weren't able to be on, she was like, "Well, you're getting a good rest. You need to take a break anyway." So, hello, Bud Files. Welcome. So yes, I
Now I
was.
put up the Village channel.
Yes,
So if
great.
anybody wants to go there, subscribe, because we will be, I keep saying we, the Village will be doing a 48-hour live
Oh, look, Beans is
for
up on something behind you. We can see him really good.
who, Bino?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, he moved. He said, "I
there
was
he
where
is.
you could
That's
see
oops,
me."
oops, 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 oops,
Oh,
oops.
oh.
That's come on, come on. Don't be silly. There we go. That's what I
There
get
he
the
is.
whole hour, 2 hours I'm on. That's what he does.
He's
And you
like,
can see
"Well,
that little thing behind him?
yeah.
That's Other's toy box from when he was a kid.
Oh my goodness. That is great."
Still keeps toys in it. I keep games in it.
Okay, so
Anyway.
today our topic, which as most of y'all know, we probably won't stay on our topic, but we will talk about self-care things and things to do for ourselves. And we are going to do the drawing from the video challenge for the month of November. So I have everybody's name on the spinning wheel, and we will give away a prize in a little while. But I want to talk about the holidays and dealing with family and how there's pros and there's cons. Not
Uh-huh.
every family gets along. Some families are sociable and what is it they call it, civil,
That's a good word.
during
Yeah.
holidays. Other families not so much. um, Growing up, my mom always pretty much had the family come to our house. So I never really went to, a family member's house for Christmas or for Christmas dinner or even for Thanksgiving dinner for that matter. It
Oh,
was
really?
usually always, at our house, and we may have had company and we may not have had company.
Uh-huh.
Where I went this Thanksgiving, there was 37 people there for dinner.
That's the kind of family reunion we had.
Yes,
Not
and
the
now this is
holidays.
all. It was the the dad and the siblings, and then the siblings' children, and then some of the siblings, the siblings' children's children.
Right.
Anyway, there wasn't anybody who was not, directly. I take that back. There was myself, my daughter, and one other person that was not directly related to that family.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, it's a big, big family, and they have always taken care of each other. The mom passed away a few years ago, but up until she did, all of the siblings would, pitch in and take turns and took care of her. They all are taking care of the dad, who's, I want to say, just celebrated his 80th birthday, and he lives alone still. He is kind of uh, a wheeler and dealer kind of person. He likes to buy like automobiles or farm equipment or whatever, and then fix it up and then sell it and make a profit. And
My grandfather always called those items. I
item,
bought some
item.
items.
But
You look
now,
at it and you're thinking it's junk, honey. But nope, they were items.
well, what this man did, and I don't know what his original occupation was, but he bought land and then built houses on the land, and each child, and let's see, there's five of them, two girls and three boys, and each child ended up him giving them a piece of property and a house. And one of them I think is like a little game room community building, like on a piece of commercial real estate. But anyway, they didn't have to live in the house. They could rent the houses out. But there's one, two, three, I think there's three or four that all live in houses on this big, huge piece of property. One of those situations where the road is named after them, like it's a private road going into the compound, so to speak. Hello, Jaden. Welcome. And so, um, this is a family who believes in taking care of their family. And they have graciously accepted my daughter, my granddaughter, and myself into this family. And so when we go to South Carolina, we not only stay with my ex-husband and his wife, but we celebrate the holidays with her side of the family, which is, like I said, a really big family. Now, I only have one brother and one sister. My sister has one child who has one child. I have one child who has one child. So my immediate blood family is not only scattered all over the United States, but it's very small. All of our aunts and uncles have passed away. Of course, our parents, grandparents, so we don't have much extended family. And I always had this dream that my daughter would have grandparents and that she would have grandma's house to go to, and that she would have extended family, if not on my side, on my husband's side. So one of the things while we were married, my ex-husband didn't have a lot to do with his own actual family. And so it was really just the three of us, my ex-husband, myself, and my daughter. So a lot of the traditions and the things that we did with my daughter as far as holidays go, they weren't really strong, like we have to do it this way every year, because it was just us.
Not a
And
strong
so,
traditions. You didn't
yes,
have the traditions like,
traditions,
okay,
right.
this day we do this and this day we do that. Yeah.
Right, right. It was all, I worked in retail, so I never knew when I could celebrate an actual holiday. And so, when she was young, it didn't matter. As she got older, she understood I had to work. We had to do it whenever we could do it. But anyway, so after my divorce and after my ex-husband remarried, and we found out what a lovely extended family his wife had, I was tickled to death that, my daughter might be included in that and actually know what it was like to have cousins and aunts and uncles and, all of that kind of thing. And then my granddaughter, not only does she have me as a grandparent, but now she has them as well. And she even has her Nana's dad, who is Papa Bobby. And she knows all about Papa Bobby. And she was so excited we were going to Papa Bobby's house for Thanksgiving dinner. And so I guess my point is this, that it doesn't matter who your family is. And it also doesn't matter what, you have planned out for your life and you think life is going to end up looking a certain kind of way. Sometimes we have to let go of what we thought life would be like to actually enjoy what our life actually, turns out to be. And what I've learned is that love is bigger than any disagreements or any hard feelings you might have towards somebody. You know, I accepted my ex-husband and his wife because of my granddaughter and wanting her to have those relationships, but I benefit from it as well, you know. And his wife, Nana, as we call her, Nana and I are actually very good friends. We have a lot of things in common. And had we met under different circumstances, I do believe we would have been, you know, close friends. And as far as my ex-husband goes, you know, he is who he is. But at one time, he was the love of my life, and he is my daughter's father, and that
Mhm.
will never change. So, as a friendship with him, I can have a friendship with him, you know, as long as he does what he's supposed to do as far as the people in our lives, you know.
Right.
So, anyway, we had a really great visit. And we really enjoyed the holiday. Now, could I eat what I normally would have ate for Thanksgiving dinner? No. And so what I did was I made a plate. I took like a teaspoon of each thing so that I could at least taste it.
Taste it.
And then I
Yes.
shared with the baby, and then I took that plate home and ate again off that same plate. So I got to sample everything, but I did not overeat like I would have if I could have, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, tasty
Well, and a
feet.
lot of Thanksgiving meals that I have noticed is a lot of starch as well. So only a taste at a time.
And now
Right?
I'll tell you how do you prepare a meal for 37 people? Let me tell you how this family does it. They
Okay.
have their own Facebook group, and they put in the Facebook group, okay, we're going to meet at dad's house on such and such a day at such and such a time. What are you bringing? And then everybody puts in, I'll bring this, I'll bring that. When it comes down to the closer, high moon over Miami, when it comes down closer to the actual event, say, okay, we've got the meat, we've got the vegetables, we don't have any dessert. Somebody brings some kind of dessert, or, you know, we don't have any drinks. Somebody bring the drinks or whatever. So we had um, two turkeys. We had a regular baked turkey, then we had a deep fried turkey.
Ooh, so it did work
We
out.
had
Okay.
a ham. We also
Uh-huh.
had pork, like pulled pork barbecue, one of the brothers made.
Okay, that's nice. That's a lot
Um,
of work.
we had two different people brought mashed potatoes,
Okay.
but there was dressing, there was macaroni and cheese, there were homemade biscuits, there were
See,
two different
we did
kinds.
macaroni and cheese. Macaroni and cheese in my world until like 5 years ago, macaroni and cheese did not exist. It just
Really,
wasn't a thing.
that's definitely a southern thing, and that's one of my daughter's favorite things. Um, and so they had. I'm trying to think what else there was just so much food there. You can imagine with 37 people, everybody, you know, contributing something. There was plenty of food and plenty of
Sounds
dessert
like it was a
and
potluck.
everything. Yeah, it was
And which
amazing.
is really nice because it's not all on some one person. Yeah.
Right, right. And this is what they do. There's the two sisters and the one brother's wife, and the three of those ladies, they will cook throughout the week so that Papa Bobby has got, they go on Sunday and they clean his house and they cook a meal. And that way he has, like, for Sunday and Monday, he'll eat. And
Uh-huh.
then Tuesday, one of the other ones will cook a meal and bring it, and he'll have it for like Tuesday and Wednesday. And then come Thursday, somebody else cooks something and brings it, you know. So he always has a home cooked meal. And they always tease and say, yeah, the cleaning fairy came because they cleaned his house while they there on Sunday,
Okay, how do I
But
sign up for that ferry? How do I
exactly.
sign up for that ferry?
But I guess the real point I'm trying to make is that this family, even though they were not rich by any means, they are so wealthy now because of the life that they have with their siblings and
Uh,
their kids, because everybody, it's not about one family out of that group, It's like
yeah.
everybody's set up with a piece of land, everybody's got a house, everybody, and it's like they're enjoying their inheritance now while their dad is still there to see them enjoying it.
Okay.
And they're doing whatever they have to do to take care of their dad, just like their mom would have if their mom was still there, you know?
Uh-huh.
And to me, that says something. Lucy, you look like you're about to take a picture for your driver's license.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's like you gotta
I'm
smile.
sorry. Was I really stoic?
I guess you were. But they know what family is. They know that it's not about any one person or any one part of that whole family. It's that whole clan, that
Uh-huh.
whole family. And the fact that the entire family has taken that granddaughter into that family, and that is their granddaughter. There are pictures of Anais on Papa Bobby's refrigerator.
Uh-huh.
And every time we go, he tells my daughter, you need to send me a new picture to put on my refrigerator because she's growing.
Uh-huh.
And not one single time have I ever felt like an outsider or that I wasn't welcome there or, what was I doing there? Nobody ever has questioned, why do I need to be there? Why can't it just be my daughter and my granddaughter? But they realize what family means and they know that my daughter would have to choose if I wasn't there as well. She'd have to choose, am I going to spend time with my dad and his wife and their family, or am I going to spend time with my mom? And
Yes.
so for us to be able to just all come together and be like, we are a family. It doesn't matter, what it looks like to anybody else. And Trish, which is Nana, has even said before that, people don't understand. People don't get it. You and I should be at odds with each other and we should not like each other. And it's like, but they don't understand. We love my daughter and my granddaughter. And
Yeah.
because of that love, nothing else matters. What's
Right.
happened in the past has happened in the past.
Right.
And I
Well, my
respect her.
grandmother's philosophy when I was growing up, this was the way it was. Uh, it would get close to the time, but she would call people. She would say, "Okay, you're going to bring," because she always already knew who was best at making the pies and who was best at baking the dressing and who was best. So it was like, but she, like 2-3 days before the holidays, all of a sudden we'd get a call from a distant cousin or a friend that my grandfather worked with 30 years ago or something. And they would call and he would say, "Okay, come on." And he would hang up the phone and he'd say, "Well, so and so's coming." She goes, "Okay, I'll throw another bean in the pot." And that's the way she always put it. "I'll throw another bean in the pot." Like everybody was welcome. Everybody was welcome. If they are going to be alone or if they don't have somebody or if everybody's away. Yeah, everybody was welcome. We'd end
Well,
up with
and
35 people
even
easy.
when I needed a car, my car was going down. Hello, Gail. Welcome. And Papa Bobby, what he does is he gets cars. And
Mhm.
so we were talking on one visit up there that, we weren't sure what we were going to do, but because I had the baby and had to go back and forth with her, I needed to be looking for a car.
Mhm.
And right away, Trish said, if there's anything I can do to help you, getting a car, let me know. And I said, yeah, I will. And it was like, that little conversation, she started working on it. And she talked to her dad, and she told him, Echo's going to need a reliable car because she's got to tote that baby around. So, be on the lookout, be looking for one. And it wasn't long, and I got a call saying, "Found you a car, and we're going to purchase a car." And my daughter had already said, we'll sell your car, and whatever we get for that, we'll put towards another car, and then I'll pay the rest of the car. And I was
Mhm.
like, okay, that sounds good to me. So anyway, they went ahead and they bought the car. I gave them what I got out of my car. My daughter started making payments on that car, and she may have paid on it for a year, and I think she was paying $100 a month. So she may have paid $1,200 on that car, and I believe I gave $200. But the rest of that, between Papa Bobby and Nana Trish, they paid the car. So now, was it a brand new car? No. Was it perfect condition? No. But has it lasted me for over 2 years? Yep. And it
I
gets me
want reliability. I
right.
want
It gets me
reliability.
from point A to point B. And to me, it's the best car ever. The fact that somebody cared enough to do something like that for us. Now, could my daughter have went out and bought a car and let me, drive it and be still paying on it? Yeah, she could have. But was this a more sensible option? Yeah, it was real sensible for me. I was like, take what I made off of selling my old broke down car to get another car that was running. That was great. But that's the kind of things that this family has is getting right, you know. Um, and I don't see that. I don't see those kind of families anymore. It's everybody is greedy and out for themselves. What can I get? And then when the parents do pass away, the children who are grown ups who ought to have their own way anyway end up fighting over what little bit the parents have to leave them. And I'm not saying that there's not going to be stuff to be divvied up when Papa Bobby does pass away, but at least he's able to see his kids enjoying the fruits of his labor,
Mhm.
what he's worked hard for and what he's been able to accomplish in his lifetime. And I don't see that. I really don't see that. And I wish
Yeah,
that I
yeah.
could say, it's because of the way times are now, but it's not. You can still love people regardless of how much technology we have and how much conveniences we have. That shouldn't matter. You know, it is sad to see
Yeah.
that, people just don't take care of their people. And that's one thing. And my daughter's like, I'm always way out there in my thinking. But a lot of these other countries,
No, no. Is this news?
they take care of their elderly, okay?
Oh, yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't see them putting their elderly in a home somewhere and forgetting about them. They respect their elderly and they take care of them. And I think someone should be allowed to age at home however they want, whatever they want to do. I don't think it should be, oh, get to a certain point, we got to put you in a home somewhere. If they want to be able to stay in their home and live independently and are healthy enough to do that, I believe that's what they should be able to do. And do they still need support from their families? Of course. But should the family make that a priority to make sure to take care of those elderly people so that they can live out their life however that is, whatever that means to them.
But that doesn't happen in the real world. That happens in
No.
your world, honey.
In
Doesn't
the
happen
real
in the real
world,
world.
it's about, I mean, I have
You're
heard,
living in a very special bubble right now.
I have
And
heard
I don't know
people,
anybody that I've spoken to that lives in that bubble right now.
no,
Not a
they don't.
soul.
They don't. And there's so many people who wouldn't even ask their children to check up on them. Oh, I have one neighbor lady here, and she's alone and she's lonely, and I hate it for her. But then when you talk to her, she has family.
Hmm.
She just doesn't feel like she can ask them.
Yeah.
Like she had a
Well,
car
there's
accident.
people out there that beg,
Yeah.
literally beg for their family to come help them, and it doesn't happen.
Yep.
And it
Hello,
continues to be the case.
Shintirement. Welcome. Well, she had a car accident. She needed to go get a rental car. And she wouldn't even call her family for that.
Yeah.
She came
Yeah.
knocking on the
Some
door,
people have to do it on their own. They have
you
to
know,
figure it
ask,
out.
asking me if I would help her, go get her rental car. And I'm like,
Yeah.
of course I will, but,
Yeah.
I have a daughter that I know if I call her and say I need something or need her to do something, she had better do it or she's going to be in big trouble. But
As I said to you before, Echo, we live two different worlds.
yeah,
We've come
Gail,
from two different backgrounds and we live two different worlds. Yeah,
Gail,
I have a really big family. I have a really big family still. Um, all of my cousins, let me look I think now. Yeah, all of my cousins, all of their parents have passed. But I have 7 cousins and then they all have 3 kids apiece. So I have a
wow,
lot of family. I don't see them.
yeah,
I don't see them. I don't. You know, they burned their bridge when my mother passed, and
yeah,
I was done with them. Once you treat family wrong, I'm done with you.
I get that. I get that. I really do.
Yeah.
And Gail Southern Living says, my husband and I don't socialize with the girl's mother. And it's not for everyone. Believe me. If you would have told me when I first was going through my divorce that one day he would remarry and I would love her family, I would have said, yeah, you're wrong. That won't ever happen.
Have you lost
But,
your mind? That's the
but
first thing that comes to my mind.
then
Have you lost your mind?
I have
Never.
I didn't know, you know, how everything would work out as far as us being, co-parents and co-grandparents. And I guess because I never thought I would ever get divorced, I never ever even had those thoughts of, gee, how would that work?
Mhm.
And I just never even thought about that. And I even told both of them not too long ago that, no, my life did not turn out the way I thought it would. And no, I was not happy about that. But I love our blended family. And I'm so thankful that my daughter and my granddaughter have that beyond me and my ex, that even after we're gone, she will still have a place with that family if she wants it. So that's something I don't think we can just overlook and pretend doesn't happen, because it is a wonderful thing if it will happen. Now,
Hi,
hello,
Lois.
Lawless. And I did subscribe to your channel, and I have to go watch some videos so that it'll stick. I haven't done that yet, but I will. I am so far behind on watching stuff. It's just unreal.
Lawless, we need to talk. So email me, please.
And Gail says,
I would
he
love to
treated
talk to
you badly and you deserve to be treated well, Echo. That's right. And you know what? Now I do deserve to be treated well and I respect myself. And, that makes a huge difference in my interactions with other people because I'm no longer trying to win their approval or win their acceptance. I'm accepting them now, whereas before I would have been over backwards to do whatever I could do. And now I love myself enough to be able to say no. I don't let people disrespect me. I have boundaries and I'm going to keep those boundaries firmly in place. Some of y'all know that I walked away from a relationship a little over a year ago, and the old Echo would have never walked away from a relationship that on the surface was perfectly okay. But I was neglected, I was disrespected, and I felt mistreated. And that was not the kind of relationship I wanted to have. Hello, Chef guys. Welcome. And the more that I healed, the more now I can see why I even got involved in that particular relationship because I felt, and I had felt it first, that something was missing in my life. And because I had been married and because I had gotten divorced, of course, the easiest thing that I thought was missing was a relationship with someone. And so when that presented itself, I thought that was the best thing since sliced bread, and that would make everything complete.
Right.
And it did just the opposite. But it made me realize that what was missing was me. I was missing in my own life. I didn't show up for myself, and I wasn't loving myself. So how could anybody else love me either? So now that I've been over that hill to the other side, I can see where I never needed another relationship. What I needed was a relationship with myself. And now that I have that, those boundaries are like the fortress walls of a castle, and nothing is getting past that. I don't care who you are. If you're not going to be a positive and a benefit in my life, you're not going to be in my life. And that doesn't matter who you are. And before, I never was strong enough to even disagree with somebody. I would have been like, yeah, sure, no problem. Yes, you can be my friend no matter what you do, no matter how you treat me, you're still going to be my friend. And now it's like, boy, am I selective. I'm very, very selective. But that's because I'm selective with myself. I take
Right.
good care of myself, and I'm never going to let anybody else not take good care of myself. And maybe that's selfish. And maybe it's just that I finally,
It's
woken up
boundaries, honey. It's
and I
boundaries.
finally realized that I can set boundaries and I will be by myself behind those boundaries and still be happy and still be okay. That I don't have to uh, settle for anything less or allow anything destructive or negative into my world because I'm okay with my world just like it is. And I tell you, that is something that this entire year has been such a journey for me to realize that, it was me. I was here all along. I just didn't know it. I always felt like, gosh, if I could just be like that person over there, or if I could just have this, or if I could just do that, I would be happy then. And really and truly, it has nothing to do with anybody else. It really doesn't matter what anybody else does, what they think, how they treat me. None of that matters. If I don't treat myself good, then It's almost like I'm putting out a sign saying, "Go ahead, she's a doormat. Go ahead, abuse her. It doesn't matter."
One of these.
Yeah, it's like, not anymore. And it really doesn't
The
matter to
sign on the
me.
back.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter to me how many friends I have, because I would rather have a few friends who are truly friends than to have a bunch of people who all they want to do is take advantage. And what can they get out of the relationship? And I don't have time for that anymore. I don't know how much time I have, and my daughters all the time, don't be morbid, don't talk about death, you know. But I don't know how much more time I have. And I want to enjoy whatever time I have. I mean, I want to do whatever it is that brings me joy into my life. And that's what I want to spend my time doing. And if that means I have to let certain people go, I'm going to let them go, because I want them to be happy too. You can be together and miserable. Just because you're with somebody doesn't mean that it's all that you need or all that you could want it to be. It can still be miserable. It
You can
doesn't,
still be lonely. You can
yeah,
still be lonely.
definitely.
You can have a
Yeah.
group of people around you and you can still be lonely.
And I think that is one of the saddest things, is to be with other people and still feel alone. But I can be by
I'm gonna get back
myself.
this ball. I'll be right.
Okay. I can be by myself and still not feel lonely. I don't usually feel lonely. I usually feel, relief that I get to do what it is I want to do when I want to do it. I'm not real good at worrying about other people's, I'm not going to say their feeling. I do worry about other people's feelings, but I don't want to be told, when and how and what I can do. I want to be able to do whatever it is just because that's what I want to do. All right, let me see. We're almost 45 minutes in. I do have the wheel ready. I am going to be spinning the wheel. Now, I issued a challenge um, that was to find Chloe
Do you hear him?
Cuddles.
Do you hear him?
He's
He's happy
enjoying
now.
that. Yes. But I put Cuddles, Granny, and Chloe in different videos. And the challenge was, if you saw them, I wanted you to comment that in the comment that you saw Chloe or you saw Granny or whomever you saw. And I said I was going to do this challenge for November, December, and January. And January, I would be hiding a picture of myself because January is my birthday month. So we are going to draw today for the November winner. And I have two prizes I'm going to give away. The first one is this package, and I have two ornaments in here,
Let us see. I
and
like goodies.
the little filler things. Now, I forgot, because I did this with Anna East last year and I had bought more than we ended up needing. That's why I still had these. But when we decorated her tree today, we had the wooden ornaments that she painted last year for Christmas to put on her tree. And I had forgotten about her doing those. And she had the balls that we had put together. And now this year we have the diamond painting ornaments that we made. So we gave Nana and Grandpa 6 ornaments, Mama got 6 ornaments, and I got 6 ornaments. And we let her make one for each of her teachers. So she has those to give them for Christmas. But anyway, you're going to get 2 little packs of filler and 2 little ornaments. And then you're going to get this jewelry that came from my friend Susan, who was into making jewelry, who has passed away, bless her.
You can see I'm really checking this out, folks.
This is
I
a
like that.
skeleton
I
keychain.
like that. I like that. I think that's
And
very
I
cool.
have one just like it in my car. And then it is this necklace, bracelet, and dangly beaded earrings. Hello, Deborah. Welcome. And so you will get this sent in the mail. So you will have to give me a mailing address. And then the grand prize is going to be $25. And that can either be an Amazon e-card or a Cash App or a PayPal. So you'll have to give me whatever that information is. And so I'm going to draw, and then you're going to have until Thursday morning. You'll have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday to notify me by email. And then Thursday morning, if you haven't emailed me, hello, Miss Edna. If you haven't emailed me, then I will assume you didn't want the prize and I will do it another time. But
We're going to pause for a moment. And I've noticed that Echo calls everybody Miss Edna. I'm sorry, in California, we don't do that. That's definitely a Southern thing, folks.
It is, because you know what? I was raised in Indiana up north, and we never said ma'am or sir or miss or mister or Mrs. We never did that. But since I've been here so long, it's what everybody does. And my granddaughter even does it to me. She'll say, yes, ma'am. Like, she gets that from school because I didn't do that before she, But anyway, if you looked at the videos and you saw the people, I said Chloe, Cuddles, or Granny. And I think that there were, let me see how many videos were there that you had a chance to, oops, wrong book. You had a chance to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 videos.
Now, is Aikens? I see weather. Aikens. Is that Aikens, South Carolina? There's a
Yes,
lot of
it is.
Aikens. Is
It
it
is
Aikens, South Carolina?
Deborah is in South Carolina. Yes, she is.
You know who else is in South Carolina? Josh and Mama. Their YouTube channel. Oh my honey. Oh my honey. They cook, and it's a disaster waiting to happen. It is hilarious.
Hello, always welcome. So there were 10 videos, and let me see. I had one.
Hi,
No,
Elle.
I got one list in one list in another. There were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 people who commented on those 10 videos. However, some people commented 2 times, 3 times, or 4 times in different videos. So that was actually a pretty good response to my challenge. So
It was a fun challenge. It was a
yeah,
fun challenge.
and
Yeah, it was
so
fun.
in December, there will again be videos with Chloe, Cuddles, or Granny. And then we'll do it again the end of December. And then in January, my birthday party is going to be January the 17th. That's a Saturday. It'll be that Saturday evening. But we'll probably do the challenge the whole month of January. And Chloe has her birthday party coming up this Saturday night at 7 p.m. I did tag some of you that I know have pets, but anybody can come up and join us for her birthday party. But if you have fur babies and they can come and be on the camera with you, I would love that. So that will be 7 o'clock on December the 6th. Her birthday is actually December the 7th, and she'll be 13. So, but we're going to do that on the 6th. Okay, so I'm going to share this screen and I'm going to bring up the wheel.
And I'm gonna drop down.
I'm waiting to see if it shows it on my phone. There we go. It took it just a minute. There we go. Okay, so I have everybody's name on here. Darcy, Creative Modi, Mary Jo, Crafting and Dolls, Body, Our Crafty Home. Did if they did it more, had more than one. Katie again, Care Bears World, and Stephanie, and Mary Jo, Stephanie again, Wild Edibles, Miss Edna, Gail from Gail, Mary Jo, Crafting and Dolls again, Katie again, Darcy again, Stephanie, Our Crafting Home, Our Crafty Stephanie again, and Body Illusion. Did I have Body Illusion twice? Yes, I did. Okay. So I believe I have everybody's name on here. And we're going to spin first for the ornaments and the jewelry, and then we'll spin for the $25. Okay, so here we go.
Big money, 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 spin.
Stephanie! Yay!
Congratulations, Stephanie.
Stephanie!
Congratulations.
Yay! Stephanie gets the package. All right. And room. Okay. All right. Now we're going to $25. And like I said, it can be a Amazon e-card, or I do a Cash App or a PayPal, whichever you purchase. When you email me, make sure to let me know which email address to send, and also your information for Cash App or PayPal so that I can do that. Congratulations, Stephanie. Yay.
And by the way, everybody, I hope you realize Stephanie is on there twice. So she may win.
No, I took her off.
Slap a lucky star on her.
I took her off.
Slap a lucky star on her.
Took her off of there.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I took her off. That wouldn't. She was on there 4 times because she did so many of the videos, but probably wouldn't have been fair to have her, let her win twice. I just took her off. Miss Edna says that's how we used to do it years ago. Everyone brought plates and desserts to complete the Thanksgiving meal. Now it's just my hubby and me. Yes. And when you have a big family, everybody's got to contribute something. All right, here we go.
What happened to that life? What happened to that life? What happened answers? What happened to that guys?
What?
I want to know what happened. I want to know what happened to those lives. Why did everybody disappear? Why did everybody go their own separate ways? I'm just asking the chat.
Oh, in our families, you mean? Yeah.
Yes.
It's really weird.
Yes.
But it happened.
And even if you only saw them once a year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of big families will even have like their reunion will be at Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Yeah, and they fly into town. Yeah, and they fly into town. I mean, they make a big deal of it. All right, I'm going to hit this shuffle. I don't know what it does, but we're going to shuffle it one time. Oh, I guess it just
move the names around. Okay. All right. Here we go. This is for $25. Oh, crafty home. That's Jewel. Yes. All
Congratulations, sweetheart.
right. Congratulations, Jules and Lorraine, and are members of my channel. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put up a post that says did the drawing today, and you're going to have to go back and watch the video to be able to see if you're the winner to contact me to win your prize. So I will do that. And our crafty home, $25. And I need to do a post. All right. And I said I'm going to say until midnight Wednesday night. Okay. Stephanie, you already know my email, so make sure you email me. And I'm pretty sure I know your address, but we'll just double check it. And if you see Jules or Lorraine or our crafty home, tell them they need to watch this video. That was so much fun. I love doing the wheel. I love that. Okay,
That was fun.
we will do it again next month, like I said. So be on the lookout. Most of y'all watch my videos anyway, but I am now doing a little longer video, so you have to watch it to the end or almost the end to figure out who you were supposed to be looking for. But it's a fun way for us to have fun and watch the videos, and I love giving prizes, so that's great. I've got to talk with Miss Stephanie because every other Sunday night we will be doing the Bible trivia. And we talked about it in the Bible trivia last Sunday night that Stephanie wants to bless someone who participates in that Bible trivia once a month. And so we are going to do a similar type of giveaway with a wheel. And we were trying to figure out, participation wise, how we could figure out who was there and who participated the most. But being that we do it on both channels, that's going to be a little complicated. So I think what we're just going to do is we're just going to kind of like take attendance like we do in school, and I'll write everybody's name down. And if you come to either or both, you'll get your name on the wheel one time for each time you come, and so you'll have one or two names on the wheel. And then when Stephanie decides which night she wants to give the prize or give the blessing, we will do it. So you'll need
Question.
to come in to
Question.
Bible Trivia.
Does Restream have the 1, 2, and 3 chats?
They do, but it would be on both chats.
So you could do 6 for each.
And we even thought about taking the first 5, but some people are only answering the question if they think they know the question. They're there the whole time and they are chatting, but they're not necessarily going to be your top 1, 2, or 3 participant because they're not sure if they're going to get the question right. And I will tell you all, those who were here last Sunday night, we actually had a challenge on one of our questions, and I had to get my Bible and we had to look it up and we had to prove that we were right in our questions. So you never know. There might be some drama in the Bible trivia because we do have a lot of people who know their Bible really well. And some of the questions, they were true and false questions. Now, I don't know what the questions will be tomorrow or next night because Stephanie's in charge of the questions. But if they may be a little tricky. The question, you have to really think about what is the question asking you, because some of them people were quick to think they knew the answer and then actually realized what the question was asking, then they had gotten it wrong. So it was a lot of fun. So we will be doing that. And Gail says, when do you want to talk about the Suno collaboration? Gail, anytime. Um, I don't know, other than what little bit we had talked about it. I do know that I had been thinking about the people that participate in my once a month Suno night, that we ought to make a playlist after each one of those and include everybody's song in it. And then that way, if people don't really want to go back and watch the whole live, but they want to hear the music, they could just go to the playlist and watch everybody's video. But in order to do that, everybody would have to have their videos published on YouTube in order for me to get them and put them in the playlist. So let's talk about it. There's BJ. Welcome, BJ. Let's talk about it, Gail, and figure out what you had in mind and how you want to go about it. And like I said, I'm game to do anything that has to do with the Suno. I think it's a lot of fun, and you know, I'll help you any way you want to do it. I am so excited that you're enjoying it, that you've got a couple of your friends enjoying it, that your husband's enjoying it, you know, and the people that I already know that are involved in Suno are enjoying it. And no doubt other people will join us as well when they start finding out that we're doing something to have to do with Suno. So let's get together on that. Gail also has a walking challenge starting January the 1st. You'll need to go on her channel, Gail's Health Journey, to get the details. Okay, that sounds great, Gail. Sounds like a good idea. But anyway, go to her channel, find out what the details are. I know I'm going to participate in walking because I walk away, and I'm also going to definitely be talking about it on my Wellness Wednesdays, so that everybody can get involved in that collaboration as well. Trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I do know one thing will change for Fridays. Funtastic workout will actually be on Thursday morning, because guess what? Granny gets to go to school and read to the class on Friday.
Ooh, how exciting!
And, Anna East was very insistent on showing me the calendar on her refrigerator today and letting me know that she already told her teacher I was coming to read on that particular day. So I said, well, I'll just move my workout up a day. So anyway, Fantastic Friday will be on Thursday. And then on the 9th or the 18th, which is the Thursday, so it won't affect anything, that is her Christmas program. And so you know Granny's going to be there at the very first Christmas program her granddaughter's in. So
hopefully we'll be there too. Hopefully she'll do a clip or two. Yes.
Yeah. So that will be the 19th. And the last week of December, the 29th, I will be going to South Carolina again for that week. And then I will have baby girl for 3 days when I come back, because Mama has in-service days before the kids can come back to school.
Okay.
So she did really good on my live this morning, y'all. She actually sat here in a chair by me, and she put her little hands and bowed her head when I prayed, and she was quiet so I could read. So we'll see how she does when I try to do my workout. But she'll probably work out with me. So that
would be wonderful.
Yeah.
If she would, have her own special chair, and
Yeah.
I think that would be fun.
I think she would like that. And she was kind of dancing over here a little bit to the song I was playing at the beginning of the live. So that was good. She liked that. But yeah, I thought she would be in the other room and I would just do the live real quick and be done with it. And she was like, I want to be on your live. I want to see the people. And I was like, well, you won't be able to see anybody, but you can tell them hi. So she did that, but it was, she did really, I was really proud of her. She did really good. All right. So does anybody know if you have Restream or have used Restream? Gail might know this, or Moon Over Miami, if he's still here, he might know it. We're trying to get it set up to where Body Illusion can help me pull up the comments or star the comments, and we don't know how to do it. We think we hooked everything up, but it's still not working for us. Even BJ, you might know how to do that. I don't know. But
Yeah, BJ, are you Restream?
I think he's used it. I don't think he has it though.
Oh, okay.
See, now we can show the comment, okay, and
But I
that I'll
can't.
start it. So then when I go like to another one, if I show it, does it start it? No, I have to start as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
don't
what
know.
you're going to do is you're going to star it, and then usually the person that's in charge of it can go back and just check the
And
starred
just
one.
hit the
Yeah.
starred ones. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So did you try to go on YouTube Studio to see if it would let you do anything?
Yeah, it's not letting me do anything.
No. Okay. So
Yeah.
we don't have something. We have some stuff, but we don't have.
We're missing a glitch here somewhere.
BJ said, I will do whatever I can to help. Okay, maybe
He does. He's
he
very
probably
knowledgeable.
he can help us figure it out, I'm sure. So we
Are
want to
you
get that.
Restream? BJ, are you Restream?
Yeah, do you use Restream, BJ? And I mean, I know we can go live together in the YouTube studio part and not use Restream. If that is what we have to do, we can do that.
Yeah.
But, and we could also try it on StreamYard because I do have, 20 hours a month over on StreamYard we can use.
Right.
I just don't have anything over on StreamYard as far as songs or backgrounds or anything like that. Because I
Right. Your
have,
intros or anything like that.
yeah, because I just have the free version.
No, but you have before. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because I went into StreamYard, Restream, trying to figure it out. And I thought, okay, let me push some buttons. And
Yeah.
all I did was get more confused. But that's how I roll.
So let's see. I'll wait. Let's see. Oh, yeah, because the first isn't until Friday. Let's see. Or no, the first is Monday. I can give my freebies away on Monday. Yeah, I was going to do it now, but I'll wait.
Yeah, I'm really interested in the OBS because you can do chats and highlight and star things in OBS. You can do that. There is a way.
And I wish that I could put OBS on my other laptop and strictly just use that laptop when I stream off of OBS.
Mm-hmm.
However, it's a Chromebook and OBS don't talk to Chrome. So I have to put it on this computer, and this computer is what I do all my stuff in Canva on. And so I get my hard drive filled up too fast because of all that OBS takes up. And I have what Restream is taking up too, or whatever,
Miss Edna is leaving. I'm glad you were here. And Ella's leaving. I'm glad you were here, honey.
See
you guys do what you have to do.
So
I know it's still chaotic. It's still kind of the lingering of the holiday and the Black Friday and everything like that. So,
did anybody go Black Friday shopping? I did not. I did not leave the house.
I didn't leave the house.
There was nothing I needed or wanted bad enough to try to fight the crowd. I did not do it.
Well, especially us being in retail. You know,
BJ, I
we've been on
tried
that side of Black Fridays.
to
Huh?
do it on my Chromebook and it wouldn't do it. But now there is something called Linux that
Okay. I've heard
Misha
that.
is also interested in trying to figure out to do. And so that might be something, if that would go on my Chromebook, that would be fantastic. But
Yeah.
and I mean,
Yeah.
I do have my Canva on that Chromebook, but I can take it off of there. I can take everything off of that Chromebook except for whatever program I wanted to run. Black Friday,
Pride
everything I wanted
Day.
was on sale. Hi, Rudy. Now,
Hi,
when I
Ruby.
worked at Walmart, oh my goodness, when I first started at Walmart, they closed the store the night before and you had to stand outside. 4 o'clock in the morning, people were out there
And they
in
were
the
lining up with the shopping
yeah,
carts,
and
trolleys. What do you call them? Buggies.
and then over the years that I worked there, eventually it went to where the store was open, but the merchandise was roped off and stuff, and you
Hmm.
couldn't actually get anything until a certain time.
Right.
And then right before I quit working, they had started doing the like the week of Black Friday deals where you didn't necessarily have to wait just for that Black Friday time. Um, oh, and they had started doing it on Thanksgiving instead of waiting till Friday. Like
Yes.
the store would be closed in the morning of Thanksgiving, but then like 6 o'clock Thanksgiving night, it would open back up, and they had like a sale from 6 to 11 p.m. or something, and then Black Friday the next day. So retail has really, done
It's really
whatever they
changed.
could do
It's
to
not
try
that
to make
particular time anymore. Like I said, I worked at Home Depot and it started out Black Friday, Black Friday, Black Friday. And they did have Black Friday things.
yes.
Don't get me wrong. But in addition to other Black Friday stuff, it started November 1st. November 1st. And I'm like, oh my goodness, these people are just trying to get a jump on all this stuff. You know what I mean? But we still had the pushy shovey and all that stuff. But
Yeah.
I
What?
told you the story about Black Fridays in Hayward. Anybody that knows Hayward, I'm sorry, I'm gonna put a black eye on Hayward. Hayward Home Depot had a Walmart in that shopping center. And everybody, see, I was a traveling crew, so nobody wanted to do Hayward Black Friday. Nobody wanted to do Hayward Black Friday because Hayward Black Friday was attached to Hayward Walmart. It was in the same shopping center. And every year somebody got shot at
Mm.
Hayward Walmart behind Black Friday sales.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, it's a sale. Why do we need weapons out there? It's silly for a blender, for a Xbox. Are you serious? Yeah,
Well, now
it was just crazy.
what people would think is that they didn't have to wait and get the item that was on display.
You had to get the ticket.
Excuse me.
You had to get the ticket.
That you didn't have, but what they thought was that if that item was also available on the shelf, they could just grab it off the shelf and not go through the line to get the item or whatever, or if those items ran out. But because it was Black Friday, the items that came in for Black Friday had a different barcode. So if you got the item, even though it, might have looked exactly the same, had a different barcode, and when you got to the
It did.
register, it did not ring up the sale price. I don't
Yeah.
know how many fights there were because
At the
people
register.
had not went through proper channels and got the right merchandise, had been sneaky about it and got something else, and then got told it wasn't on sale when they got to the register, and then they
Uh-huh.
would be mad.
And it would
And
be
then,
something simple like it had a different remote,
or it
or
could even
it
be the
had
exact same product, it
different
just had a
instructions,
different barcode.
or yeah,
So
because
that,
it was a different, it was
it
a different
wouldn't ring,
UPC.
it wouldn't ring up the, the sale price or whatever. But
Uh-huh.
now what people would do where I worked, you would have, a family of, 5, 6, 7 people come in, and each person would go to a different
They would
place
scatter.
that had an item, and it was like, that's your job, you get that particular item, and then you get this or whatever. And for some reason the bath towels was always like something everybody, I mean, they were over there jumping in the, because it would come on a pallet in those big cardboard boxes,
Yes.
and it would be full to overflowing with the bath towels. But by the time people started grabbing them, it would get down and get down, and then they would be like jumping into there, two people struggling over one bath towel, and it used to always amaze me
Hi, Blue.
how they would do it, what they would go through, the lengths that they would go through to get this,
A bath towel.
you
A
know, it,
bath towel.
it was not even a good bath towel, it was
Yeah, it was
cheap,
a Black Friday bath
but
towel.
it wasn't a great bath towel, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what gets into people when they think they're going to save some money.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they get a whole different mindset because, oh my gosh, it's on sale. My ex-husband made a joke the other day and said, look, Walmart, everybody's got a big screen TV. Put the groceries on Black Friday sale.
Right.
It's like, people might actually come and buy some cheap groceries, but everybody's already got a TV, right? Hello, Journey Mirror. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, yeah, Black Friday is one of those things. Now, I did go and get my Christmas tree, and that's the tree that my daughter has now. And we were talking about that today. It was in 2017. I was using a knee scooter to get around because I had torn my Achilles tendon and was
Mhm.
waiting to have surgery. And we went to the Black Friday sale, and I parked myself over there at the Christmas trees. And it was like $169 Christmas tree that was on sale for $69.
There you go.
And got the Christmas tree. It's like 7.5 feet tall. It comes in three
Wow.
pieces. It's
Wow.
already pre-lit. It has, the remote, and it does about 10 different configurations of the lights.
Mhm.
Very nice tree. And so my daughter was saying today that she needs to get some kind of tote or bag or something to put the Christmas tree in because the box is starting to get beat up from
Okay.
being
They
used,
make those.
but it's still, the box is still usable. So, um, so what, like 8-year-old tree. And she said, and you know what, Mama, it just, because we put up the tree at Grandpa and Nana's, and that is an older artificial tree. And she had to sit there and straighten all the branches out
Oh,
and,
yeah.
try to make it look like a tree. And mine, they fold up and then they just lay back down. And so you don't have to do anything really to them. And she was like, yeah, I like
Oh,
your tree.
let's go down memory lane. How
Okay.
about the silver trees?
Oh, yes. The
Remember
tinsel.
the silver
They had a
trees, and then they
tinsel.
would have the spotlight that would rotate, and that would change the colors of the
But
silver
did you
tree.
know they make black Christmas trees
I
and
believe that.
purple and pink and blue? You can get any color just about Christmas tree.
Yeah, I haven't seen a black Christmas tree, but I believe
Yeah.
in it.
I know, because people were buying them before I quit working at Walmart, not looking at the box to see if it was a green tree or a black tree or a white tree. And then they were bringing them back, you know. I
Yeah.
got a black tree. I don't want a black tree. Well, it plainly says on the box, black. It's like,
Yeah. I could see a black tree with red lights on it. I could see that kind of
yeah,
a goth looking Christmas.
yeah,
I could see
hmm
that.
yeah.
I
Now,
really could.
my
I think it would be
doctor's
kind of pretty.
office, my
Mhm.
doctor's office leaves their tree up year round, and
Okay.
every holiday or season or whatever, they decorate it for that.
Okay.
4th of July, Halloween, Easter, spring, whatever it might be, but it's the same Christmas tree. But I like going in there and just to see, well, what are they going to have, on there this time, or
But
whatever.
again, it takes time to do that. So
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
really neat that they go through the effort of doing
yeah.
that,
And now I'm sure
making it
they
special.
have this stuff because they've been doing it for several years. So I'm
Mhm.
sure they have stuff, already. But at
Yeah,
first
and
it
then
was like
collect a few
they had to
things
get
every year.
stuff each time, you know.
Mhm.
What is y'all's opinion about the garland on a tree? The like tinselly garland, looks like cut up colored tinfoil. What do people think about putting that on their tree?
You know what I have? I don't have garland. I have they look like pearls, string of pearls. I
Okay,
have those.
that I would like,
I
just
do
not
that.
that
Yeah.
garlandy stuff. Now
Tinsel doesn't tickle me. Tinsel doesn't tickle me.
we did the
And
actual
loose
tinsel.
tinsel
Yes,
tickles me even less.
when I was a kid, we did that. However, we would get live trees. And so when it was done, it went out on the burn pile and got burned up. And it didn't matter if it had tinsel still on it. But if
Okay.
you have an artificial tree and you put tinsel on it, you're probably going to be picking that tinsel up from everywhere because it's going to,
Well, you
go
pick it off, and then when you pull it out of the box next year, you're picking more off of it from last year.
exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, back in the 1960s and 70s, cereal boxes would have little cardboard ornaments that you could cut out of the back of the cereal box and put them together, and they would make a little ornament.
Oh, okay. I
My
remember.
dad loved doing that. And so he would always tell us, make sure you get the box with the good ornament. And every year he would make those and put those on the tree. And then they had a can of peanuts that had this kind of corkscrew looking thing on the top. And you would crank this thing and it would take the metal off the top of the can of peanuts so you could open the peanuts. And when you were finished, it was in like a corkscrew piece of metal, and it
Okay.
had a little hook thing on the top of it.
Okay.
And the cans were usually different colors. And because it was off the edge of it, your metal things that would go around would be different colors. So my
Oh,
dad
okay.
would say, doesn't that look like a pretty icicle? And because in Indiana, you got icicles hanging off your roof. And
Right.
so he would put those on the tree. And so every
Very
year it was like,
creative.
what weird thing is my dad going to come up with that he would put on the tree as an ornament? Now I wish I had any of
Right.
those, but I don't. I do have some of the ornaments from my childhood, though,
Yeah.
that I've had since I was, you know, like from
Yeah. I have
probably
ornaments from my first tree.
60,
They don't
60s
work because
ish
some
or
of them are the spinning lights that
so.
the bulb heated them up and then they would spin. Well, they don't make those kind of bulbs anymore. They make sure all the lights now don't give off enough heat.
Heat.
So
Yes. Now, we used to have an evergreen tree out in our front yard, and
okay.
my dad would put Christmas lights on it, and it was those big Christmas bulbs.
Oh,
And
yes.
you had the thick wire that had the socket, and
Oh,
you had to
yes.
screw the light bulb in there.
And I
Well,
mean, that bulb was red and it
yeah,
was huge and it was green and it
yeah,
was huge.
yes. And he would have probably 3 strings of lights at least on this big evergreen tree. And
Okay.
one year, somebody came at night and unscrewed the light bulbs and stole the light bulbs. Now, they had to have a ladder because he had to have a ladder to put him up there, And they didn't rip the line, the cord off and take the lights. They unscrewed them out of the sockets and only took the light bulbs. They did not take the
But
strings.
that is so time consuming. I
And we
mean, that
were
is
all like,
really
in
such a deliberate
Indiana,
thing.
it's freezing cold at
Yeah.
Christmas time. So somebody really had a lot of time on their hands. My dad was so mad, so mad. But he went and bought the lights again and
Mhm.
put them back out there. And I'm surprised that they didn't get stolen again. But that was like he was so mad that year when that
Oh,
happened.
I believe
But
it.
now we always went and we would cut down our Christmas tree at a Christmas tree farm.
Oh, okay.
And again, being in Indiana, these trees would be frozen and you would trudge out there in your boots and your snowmobile suit or whatever you had, my dad carrying a big old axe. We would pick the tree we wanted. He would chop it down. We would take it, and we had a white station wagon, and he would put it up on the top of the car and tie it down. Hello, Star. Welcome.
Hi,
And
Star.
we would get it home, and he would put it in the Christmas tree stand and put it out on our back patio to let it thaw out because it was all crunched up, frozen branches. And it would take a couple of days for that thing to thaw out enough that the branches would come down, so that we could decorate it. But that was
Wow.
every Christmas thing. And my daughter and I talked about that today too, because people are selling, and I don't even know what they go for now, but the last time I was going to buy a real tree, they were like $70 or $80 for maybe a 6-foot tree. Um, and I bet they're probably close to $100 now. And you're going to
Oh,
use
for
that
live tree.
tree for one time. So I know it was cheaper than that. I don't even think they had artificial trees when I was a kid. And so that I'm sure that's why we went and always,
Oh, yes, they did, honey. They had them silver things.
well, maybe. But anyway, we always went, got the tree, and had to let it thaw out, and then eventually we would be able to
Bring
bring
it
it
in the
in,
house.
be able to decorate it. Now, another thing my dad used to do is he would give us hints on our presents. Now, my mom was in charge of basically doing all the Christmas shopping, but my dad would go and he would get each one of us one gift, and he would buy it somewhere that offered gift wrapping. So his
Okay.
present was always the prettiest,
Of course.
fanciest looking present. So of course we got to open one present on Christmas Eve and the rest on Christmas Day. And so of
Okay.
course you would want that present because it was the prettiest.
Mhm.
And so he about 2 weeks before Christmas he would start giving us hints, but they would be hints that told you nothing, you know, nothing that you could figure out what it was. But you would wait every day for him to come home from work and after dinner to give you your hint, even though it was never anything. you know, the box would be this big, and he would say, it's smaller than the bread box. I can see that it's smaller than the bread box. Or he would say, it's not striped. Like
Okay.
never anything useful.
Right.
Um, but we always wanted to open his they usually were pretty good presents, but you know,
Yeah.
yeah, and my mom would always be so mad. And she would have done all the shopping and all the wrapping and made sure she got what was on our Christmas list and all do all that. He goes, buys one thing, somebody else wraps it, and that's all we want is his
Right.
present. Deborah says, we
Yeah.
used to
Professionally
get
wrapped presents can be really pretty. They
one
can
from
be,
our
yeah.
land in the country, but they weren't very full, lol. Yeah. Well, we had a Christmas tree farm that every year they planted little tiny baby trees. And, you would have to go way in the back to find you a big tree because
Uh,
every year they added, trees on. But that was always a really big memory for me is,
it's
what day
very
was it
special for you. You sparkled when you were
got
talking
to
about
go
that.
get the tree.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And I asked my brother and sister this year, what's your favorite Thanksgiving memory? And we didn't even hear from my brother. He didn't even answer at all.
Okay.
My sister said making the stuffing, which I did a video on that because that was my favorite Thanksgiving memory was helping my dad make the stuffing.
Oh, your dad made this stuffing?
Uh-huh. Hi, Tiff. Yes, my dad was in charge of cooking the turkey and making the stuffing.
Okay, the big thing.
And we made the stuffing out of white bread and wheat bread, and we would lay it out the day before and let it get hard, and then we had to break it up. And I never knew they sold bags of stuffing mix. I always thought you had to break your own bread up. And then he would take the neck and the gizzards and all that stuff off of the turkey, and he would boil that and make
Yes.
broth, and then he would use that broth in the making the stuffing. And we
Mhm.
always had celery and onions we had to chop up to go in there. And I know he did salt and pepper and sage, but I'm not sure if he put any other seasonings. And I remember
Yeah.
cracking
See,
eggs
see, in my
and
family, like
mixing it with the
2 days in
eggs.
advance, we made a loaf of cornbread,
Uh-huh.
so it could set aside and you know and start drying out a little bit, so it
Yeah.
could suck up all the flavors. Yeah.
And I have a friend, Loretta, the friend that I go to lunch with the first Friday of every month. She's full blooded Italian. And
Oh, I bet you they have some good food.
yes, they do.
But
But
they do the seven fish.
they do all
Don't they?
kinds of stuff that I don't
Yeah,
think
they
of
do
as
seven fish.
Thanksgiving food.
Italians
But
do seven fish. I
but
don't mean to be that way, but
she invited us before I had my daughter. She invited us one year to her house for Thanksgiving. So she first of all, her stuffing has wild rice in it.
okay,
News to me, and sausage. I'm
okay.
like, okay.
And
She,
then there's some that have oysters in it.
yeah. And
Yeah.
so she made the stuffing, she stuffed her bird, and then she put him in a big paper bag, like a grocery store paper bag,
Uh
and
huh.
cooked him in the oven
In the
inside that
bag.
paper bag. And
Uh
I
huh.
was like, what? I never saw that before.
Okay.
Hello, Anna Boer, Robin
Yeah,
Snack. Thank you for
it's
stopping in.
automatic basting.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it was a very juicy turkey. And
Yes, it
that
is.
stuffing was very good. But
Mm-hmm.
never had anything like that, before. But yeah, I love how different people make different, like do you do giblet gravy?
Giblet gravy. Oh yes.
Uh-huh. Does
Uh
yours
huh.
have hard-boiled eggs cut up in it?
No. No.
Okay. Down here in the South, giblet gravy has the giblets, but it also has sliced up hard-boiled eggs.
Oh, okay. Hard boiled eggs always went into the dressing.
Yeah, see, we didn't do hard-boiled eggs in our dressing either. Hard-boiled eggs we made deviled eggs out of, you know.
Yeah, deviled
And
eggs. Gotta
and
have
but we
deviled
did
eggs
put
and
raw eggs
olives,
in
black
the
olives,
stuffing. Do what now
because
with
the kids
olives?
wanted olives on their fingers.
Oh, okay.
So
It
you always
is
had to make sure to have
totally,
olives so the kids could put olives on their fingers.
yeah. It's to me, it's just amazing the different things that people do for, Thanksgiving or Christmas or my mom done giblet gravy. Oh, Stephanie's had giblet gravy. Okay, good.
And
So,
then I worked with somebody that did a Creole dressing, which was
oh,
very interesting. Which
yeah,
was with sausage and Creole spices and things like that. So it
I
was
bet
really,
that was good too.
yeah.
Then I had another person that I got invited
With
to their
sausage and
home.
shrimp and all
They
kinds
would put
of fish.
under the skin. They would take like the skin and like force their hand in there between the meat and the skin,
Uh-huh.
and they would put butter in
Uh-huh.
there. And then they would
Mhm.
also put slices of lemon and slices of orange
Uh-huh.
up under there. And then they
Uh-huh.
put butter on the outside of the skin too. I
Uh-huh.
had never seen anything like that before. And down here, it seems like the dressing is not in the bird at all.
Okay.
And what we called stuffing, because it got stuffed in the bird.
Hmm.
So, yeah, so that's my difference between dressing and stuffing. Dressing is on the outside, stuffing is on the inside.
And my family had both because when you have a brood, when you're talking 30 people, some people like the stuffing. Some people like the dressing, you know. So we always had both. We had the dressing and then we had the bird in the middle of it with stuffing.
Yeah.
So they had either one. It was all the same stuff. It was just some was a little moister than other, and but
Did anybody save the wishbone
of course.
from the turkey and try to get the
Oh
bigger
yeah,
piece? My
that was
sister
a good
and I
thing.
always did that. It was like,
Yeah, that
I
was a
will
good
win this time. Nope, she would win it, get it.
yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, because we had a kids table.
Hmm.
So all the kids got around the table, you know. We had the kids table. So the grown-ups could have real conversations with us kids going, la 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 la. Because we would play games, you know,
Yeah.
and games and songs and stuff like that. So we
My
would just
favorite part of the meal of Thanksgiving was eating the white turkey meat with salt on it, cold, after like after everybody took a nap or they watched the ball game or whatever. Then I would go in there and I would get some of it and put it in a bowl and kind of tear it up, put the salt on it, and then I would sit there and eat that. That was my favorite part. I don't know why. It was weird, but yeah, that's what I like.
that was your treat, huh?
That was the best part of it. Yep, yep, yep. My mom used to make candied sweet potatoes that had pecans and marshmallows on top of the sweet potatoes. And I mean, they were sickeningly sweet. It was so sweet.
Yeah, we never ate sweet potatoes. My grandmother did not like sweet potatoes. We did not eat those. She'll eat a yam. She will not eat a sweet potato. Just the way she was. So we didn't even volunteer. She ruled the roost, so we just went with it. You
Yeah.
know, we didn't do pumpkin pies. We didn't do, we did cream pies and banana pudding. That
They
was the
had
big
banana pudding.
banana pudding.
They had banana pudding. They had some kind of, they had a pumpkin pie, but they also had another kind of pie. They had Rice Krispie treats for the kids. And then they had some kind of like a caramel cake or something. I don't know exactly what that was.
Okay.
But yeah, they had so much food. So much.
Yeah. Well, my grandfather was in charge of the desserts. He wanted blue, 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 right? That's what
Oh,
he
I think
wanted.
they had a blueberry pie too.
So he made sure he got his chocolate cake, his chocolate pie, and then he always wanted what do they call it? A cream pie. You know, the egg cream pie?
Like the egg custard.
Egg custard. He
Yeah.
always wanted the egg custard.
Yeah.
And then he wanted a lemon pie. And then we had the banana pudding. And that's what he wanted. So that's what you made.
I used to make a chocolate pie for my daughter.
Uh-huh.
And then I finally convinced her to try pumpkin pie. Now, both my daughter and my ex-husband love a whole bowl of Cool Whip with a little sliver of pumpkin pie in it.
Okay. Yeah.
They don't eat like a regular size piece of pie with a little dollop of Cool Whip. No, they could eat like one piece of pie with one container of Cool Whip.
Right.
But I used to make her a chocolate pie, and then now she likes cheesecake.
Yeah.
But I like to buy the sampler of the cheesecake where you get like 4 different flavors or something.
Right.
Although I haven't had cheesecake for a long time.
Yeah.
But nobody really liked turkey. So a lot of times I would do like a turkey breast for myself, and then I would make ham for everybody else because
Okay.
ham, you know. But I never made baked macaroni and cheese the way my daughter liked it. And
We're gonna go back to macaroni and cheese, are we?
I never could do it to suit her. And
It
that's
was
like
not
a
on our
southern-
table. Not
it's a
even
southern
considered
staple.
on our table. Wasn't even in the vocabulary.
So it's like now that she's had Nana's baked macaroni and cheese, Nana does the macaroni and cheese. You know, even if she comes here, she will make it here because I don't make it to suit my daughter. And that's one of the few things that my daughter looks forward to. And she likes mashed potatoes made out of real potatoes. She don't like
Stephanie likes her cherry pie. That's twice you brought up your cherry pie. You brought up cherry pie the other day.
Yes.
She likes her cherry pie.
A tub of Cool Whip and a sliver of cherry pie.
Yeah.
I like
she likes
blueberry
her
pie.
cherry pie. Yeah.
But I would make homemade mashed potatoes maybe for Thanksgiving. If I did it for Thanksgiving, I never did it for Christmas. I'd be like, once is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Gail says, I made some hot spiced tea today, a family tradition. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Sounds
Now, I
good.
made this morning, and I was drinking it as we were getting set up. I made some mulled cider.
Oh,
So I
yeah.
recorded it, so hopefully I can get it out in the next day or two.
Oh,
I made some mulled cider, and it was one thing about it being comforting, the flavors being comforting and seasonal.
Yeah.
The smell in the house.
Yeah.
It's very calming to me, and it's very comforting to me, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Oh, BJ says homemade cheesecake is easy. Canned cherry pie filling, graham crackers, butter, Philly cheese with the sweetenings. Throw it together and voila. Okay. Okay, cool. That does sound good though. I like all those ingredients. I've never had it like that, but that would be good.
I've been always wanting to make a real cheesecake. I bought a springform pan.
I was just gonna say, you gotta get a spring pan to do that one.
Because I want a New York style cheesecake. I want
the thick one. The thick, yeah.
Big fat one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm gonna do that one day.
Yeah, and you have to get your temperature just right because
of all of it.
Yeah, it's got to be cooked.
Because even the eggs you put in, they have to be room temperature, and the cream cheese has to be room temperature, and then when you bake it at a certain temperature, and then you drop the temperature of the oven and to make it.
Yeah,
it's real touchy.
Now down here, pound cakes are very popular. Hi,
Okay.
Rick Spicer.
Hi,
Um,
Rick. What's
yeah,
morning? Hi, Ani.
they will make like sour cream pound cake and
Okay.
different kinds of pound cake, lemon pound cake. I like pecan and apple pie. I
There
like
you
pecan
go.
pie too,
The
but
traditional. I like that. I like that. Okay, I'm going to. Beans is due up to something here.
huh.
I will be back in.
BJ says you can use blueberry, lemon, strawberry, whatever kind of pie, canned pie fillers. Okay. Yeah, I can't remember last Thanksgiving, which is a shame that I have no memory of it. But I don't know if I what I ate or if I ate Thanksgiving meal or not. I know I ate this year. I just ate very, very little. I'm going to have 15 bean soup with ham in it though when I finish this live. I made that before I went out of town and I froze it. And when I got home, I thawed some out. Yeah, mulled cider is probably pretty similar to hot spiced tea, except for it got cider in it. I don't know what you put in yours, but I like no bake cream cheesecake. Yeah.
Yeah, it's easy. I think they make it like Sara Lee, where you just kind of dump it and.
Yeah. That you can buy the even the Philly cheese uh cream cheese, Philly cream cheese has a ready-made cheesecake that you can do like BJ was
Yeah.
saying, put in a filling or a pie shell and put filling on top of it.
Uh
And
huh.
I used to make that chocolate silk pie when I was working. I
Ooh.
would have several girls that would ask me to make them a chocolate silk pie for Christmas.
What, at work?
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. And I always did that because I would always make it for my daughter. She always wanted one. So it's like, yep, I can make two or three of them when I make it.
See how you are? You
Yep,
don't need to do that.
I can do that. Sure. But y'all, my daughter cooked this week.
Okay, good.
Actually cooked a couple of things.
Okay.
And she always acts like she don't know how to cook.
Uh-huh.
And so she was sitting there naming off all these things that she knows how to cook. And I was like, yep, I taught you how to do those things. I know you can cook. You may not be a gourmet chef, but you can definitely cook and get by. But her dad was actually surprised that she actually cooked. Because normally she would have been like, Mama, you do it. I don't want to cook. But she actually did. I was surprised. I actually didn't even really have to take care of the baby that much this week. I pretty much got to do whatever,
Right.
which
And
I
that's
have
nice. It's
I have
nice
gone before where
lounging and
my
enjoying the
daughter
moment.
was like, I'm on vacation. Y'all do whatever. I'm not doing it. But she wasn't like that this time, so that was good. So, anyway, does anybody have anything special coming up? I'm doing Vlogmas, starts tomorrow. I don't know if anybody else is doing it. I will
Right.
definitely do a Vlogmas short every day. I may do some videos too, but I'll definitely put out a short. And I have to get my calendar shorts ready to go. Luckily, I don't have to do anything tomorrow other than my workout video. I don't have to pick up the baby, or I don't have a live or anything like that after that. So I'll get my work done tomorrow, get things going for the coming week. Hopefully. If not, I'll do a little every day. I've kind of gotten good at doing it that way.
There you go. There you go. Yeah. I think I'm supposed to be doing something on the village about holidays and how it affects us mentally, you know. So that might be something to be aware of, and I'll only be doing it on the village. It won't be on my channel. And then I think Echo and I are planning on getting together and doing some deep dives into the body illusion.
Yes.
Body illusion.
And we might stream that to the village too, because Misha did ask me if I wanted to do something on the village. And I said, yeah, let me think about it. But that might be cool.
Yeah. Well, I think the village right now, simulcasting is kind of poo-pooed. It may change.
Well, no, she just emailed me yesterday, day before yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she told me she had reached out to you.
Yeah.
Because she knew that you wanted to be part of that. So
yeah,
we could do that there.
Okay.
We could do that there. That would be
that, or we can do something else. It doesn't matter. Gail said pineapple juice, lemon juice, sugar, cinnamon, whole cloves, orange juice, and brewed tea. That was what was
okay. And I used apple
tea.
Juice. I used apple juice. But I found a recipe for candied cranberries. I may have to try that out.
Is it with Jello?
It is actually they're going to end up little balls with powdered sugar on them. So what it is you soak them in 7-Up and orange juice.
I want to say hours. I saw that recipe, but I thought that they came out like you'd put like the powdered gelatin on them to make them crunchy.
Yeah, well, what you do is you drain them and then you put the powdered sugar on them, and then you put them in the oven at 200 degrees for like 10 minutes. And that's what makes that outside crunchy.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so you do that. So it just dries the outside and makes it crunchy and sticks. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah.
Well, now I don't have to do it because now just
no, you do. We want to see how you do it. You got to do step-by-step video.
Yeah, because I have a bag of, cranberries, and I'm like, I like cranberries, but I want to do something different. You know what I mean?
They're so tart though, but I guess with the powdered sugar, I'll make them sweeter.
Well, and then you soak them overnight in 7-Up and orange juice. So I think the acid of the 7-Up penetrates it and brings the orange juice in the
Yeah.
I think that's the chemistry of it. I don't know.
Sounds
what is
like
the village for?
Experiment.
BJ, where have you been, honey? The village is just the village. I'll put it up again. I noticed you weren't there on the live stream, but I figured you were busy with family. I did expect you to pop in, but life happens.
Yes, it does.
I love you. Cranberries. I did cranberries this year. I did cranberries, and I processed them, and then I put in pineapple and coconut and regular old whipped cream, and I put it all together and let it marinate together, and that's not what we had. You
Oh,
know,
that's
but then
nice.
I have more cranberries. I just yeah, the village is its own entity. It's a group of people coming together to um, just share
Help each other.
themselves and be a warm place to be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Uh
a
oh.
village.
He found his squeaky toy again. Here we go, mute.
I don't know why I'm so sleepy.
Yeah,
Well,
so
I know
BJ,
why.
anytime, come in and check it out.
I know why I'm sleepy. Baby girl went to sleep on the couch and woke up and said something was tickling her on the couch. So she got in the other recliner. Then something was tickling her in the recliner. So then I got her little floor mat thing out. It was tickling her too. So the only place that she could sleep that wasn't tickling her was on top of Granny in the recliner. So I didn't get a whole lot of sleep because she kept elbowing me and kneeing me. And at one point, she sat up and told me she didn't have enough room. I was like, you can go somewhere else and sleep. You don't have to sleep on Granny. But no. So yeah, so that's
Hey,
probably why I'm a little tired. And we got up at the crack of dawn. As soon as it was daybreak, she was like, "It's morning, time to get up." So yeah, we've had a busy day already.
yeah, but BJ, the village did a 24-hour stream on Thanksgiving, and it's looking forward to doing a 48-hour stream on Christmas Eve and Christmas, and maybe even one on New Year's Eve and New Year's. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Right now, I decide to talk, and he decides to squeak.
I will not be able to participate in New Year's because I will
No.
be in the dead zone for New Year's.
Okay.
But I will not leave until after Christmas, so I will be able to participate Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
Okay. And then you're kind of looking forward to doing something before then as well.
Over there, yeah,
Yes. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, I'll climb on with you if you want to, and
yeah,
you know, Misha will as well.
yeah.
Yeah. It's just a place where people get together and um, a lot, mostly during the holidays. We just don't want people to be alone. We just don't want
And
people
it's
to.
good because everybody kind of understands that we all have things going on in life. You know, it's not like some channels, you know, everybody acts like life is perfect all the time. Everything's all perfect, you know. And
Rainbows and sunshine.
at the village, we know life be lifing. And sometimes, you know, you need support. And sometimes you need a friend. You need somebody to talk to. And that's what it is, you know, basically just a group of people who all kind of want to hang out together, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. The village has done a lot for me. So I'm really into promoting them and
I'm
giving
just
them a
glad to
try.
see that they're trying to
BJ,
uh,
sure.
get, you know, get things going because it's needed. And it's, I mean, it is needed for the people who already know about it, but it's also needed for people who don't know about it yet. You know?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
There are people that need it and don't realize it's there.
right,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And you don't have to show your face ever. I mean, it can
No.
be totally anonymous, and it can, you know, you create a new account and just come in as somebody we don't know, but we'll get to know you however you present yourself. And it to me, it's just very accepting and comforting, and you know, we all have problems. Everybody has problems. Anybody who says they don't have any problems is a liar, and that's a big problem. So I don't care what
But
anybody
you don't need to
says.
share your problems. You don't need
No,
to
you
share.
don't have to. You don't have to say a word about anything.
Uh-uh.
You might just be supportive of someone else and
And
their
you might find
struggle.
somebody that is talking about your problem,
Yeah,
and you kind of just click. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. It's a beautiful place, and it's soft landing. It is it's very comforting, and it's a giant hug to be
yeah,
there.
and
So
it's no, they don't discriminate for any on any reason. They don't. Everyone is welcome.
everyone,
And I've never met anybody who I wasn't just like, gosh, I needed this person in my life. It's like, I'm so glad I met them. But you don't know people are, out there until you do become a part of something like the village. 28 hours watch time from a short. Oh my gosh, BJ. That must be one heck of a short. Oops. Oops,
that
we lost
was
you.
bizarre. I'm just like, where did I go, honey?
Probably this crazy computer.
That's okay. That's okay.
It was
I
it
know
was
you're
stuck
exhausted, so
before when I was trying to get the wheel set up. It was like stuck. It wouldn't do anything. I'm like, okay, this is not going to go well if I can't pull up my wheel.
but again, I know you're exhausted. It's been a very, very long couple of days for you.
It
And
has.
yeah,
It has.
and it's
I
been
am
a
going to sleep in
beautiful
my. I'm
65
going to sleep
and
in my
still
own
counting. Good
bed
for
tonight.
you, BJ. Good for
Yeah.
you. I'm happy if I
Golly.
get 20.
That is really a lot. 16,000 views
Yeah.
today. Well, like I said, I'm so far behind on everybody's stuff that I will eventually get caught up, but
Yeah.
I
That's
haven't
fine.
seen it. So don't say what it is. I want to be surprised when I go find it. And I've got a couple things to do, and then I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
I'm going to
But Tiff is here.
relax.
So I think we're looking at doing something on the village, Tiff. If, yeah, she has she has the ear to the village. So keep that in mind, and maybe we can work together and get something going. But
Yeah,
anyway, I know you're exhausted, honey, and thank you
I
everyone for being here. It was a
yeah,
wonderful story. Wonderful. It sounds like you had a great time.
I
So
did. I did.
there's Star. Yeah. So that's
There
really nice.
she
That was nice
is.
to hear, because what I've been hearing, yeah. So it was nice to hear the other side of the story, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. It's all in how you look at things and what you're willing to do and sometimes you make choices you never thought you would make.
yeah,
We are decorating for Christmas right now. All right. Well, I've decorated two trees in the past as many days, so I'm not doing my tree until next weekend.
yeah.
As
And
the
I don't
baby was
have
like,
a this year.
let's get your decorations out. I was like, we'll do it next weekend. Granny can wait. I
Yeah,
am not, I only have a little 4-foot tree, so it won't take long at all to get it done. So,
yeah. I don't think I'm gonna put up a tree. I put up a tree about 3 years ago, and it was kind of gloomy because there was not a single present under it, and it was very
aw,
gloomy. And I went, I don't want to look at gloom. I don't want to look at gloom.
no, no,
I'm
no.
not doing that. So anyway,
Anyway, we love you too, Stephanie.
You're so
She
sweet.
sent Chloe a birthday present. When I got home, there was a package on my doorstep. So I haven't opened it. I'm going to wait and open it on Chloe's birthday party.
There you go. There you go.
It will be interesting. Stephanie says, I haven't done a tree in 3 years. What is wrong with you two? I want to see, I don't care if it's a 2-foot tree. I want to see a tree being put up.
You hear that? Okay. Yeah,
No,
I
I
love. I used to love doing trees. I only did my Charlie Brown tree
did.
with the little ball hanging over and kind of
Yes,
over.
yes. I would do
Yeah,
a
we used to
Charlie
sell
Brown.
those at Home Depot. The
Uh-huh.
Charlie
Yeah,
Brown
they
tree.
sold them at Walmart too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah. In the
sure
little
did.
triangle box. Were they in the triangle box? Do you remember?
I don't
Ours was in
remember
a triangle box.
what box they were in, but I do remember
The
people
Charlie Brown
buying them.
Christmas tree.
My tree is on the TV.
Okay,
Okay.
that works. That works, honey.
We'll let it be on the TV. My
And you know when
tree
she said that?
moved
You know,
in.
I rolled back to console TVs
Yeah,
when they used to put TVs, the trees on it.
big TVs. Yeah.
Yeah, with the console and they had the speakers
Well,
and the
even if I didn't have a tree, I am going to put my nativity scene up. I put that up
oh
every year, so I will definitely
oh.
have that up. And
Did you see
Stephanie
what
says,
Steph
remember,
posted?
there's a gift for Anais in there too. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully, we'll be able to tell which is which because Chloe would take them both. She likes baby toys too, so she'll be like, "Oh, it's for me." And it's going to be funny. Chloe's never had a birthday party, so it's going to be very interesting.
It'll be
Very,
fun.
very
It'll
interesting.
be fun.
It will be fun.
And fur babies are so unpredictable. So
Yes,
gosh only knows what kind of chaos is going to happen. It should be a barrel of laughs. It
yes.
really
It should
should.
be a lot of fun, even if Chloe
I, I,
doesn't
I mean,
cooperate.
I could just sit here with a camera on, and we could just do
Yeah,
this
yeah.
all
Well,
night long.
look
Look
at
at
him.
this.
He's like, I'm
Look at
ready for
this.
the party.
Huh?
I said, Bean said, I'm ready for the party. Just like that. All you
Yes.
have to do is put the camera on me.
I tell you, for the 2 hours I've been sitting here, this is what he does the whole time.
Oh,
Unless I give
oh.
him a treat, and he'll go away and do the treat, and he'll come back and he'll sit and stare at me.
Star said, I mean, putting on some nice music and find a backdrop with a tree that's already nicely decorated and easy cleanup. Okay, I got you.
Oh,
It's kind
I
of like
love
watching a
music, honey.
fireplace on a TV, too.
Oh, let's talk real quick. I know Echo spooked. Christmas music. Yay or nay?
Do what now?
I am an A. I am an A. I do not do Christmas music. I think it's been from being customer service
Well,
for so many years. I cannot hear the chipmunks sing one more time.
well, let me tell you this. My daughter has Spotify on her phone, and
Okay.
she has her own music on there
Okay.
that she listens to in the car. She never listens to the radio. Okay.
Okay.
Well, coming home from South Carolina, we had no reception
Pizza.
whatsoever. And so we're riding in silence. And my daughter and she said something about, I wonder if my radio works. I've never ever even played my radio. And I was like, I'm sure it works. Well, when you're traveling, you go through different towns and different
Right.
radio stations only, cover so much area. Hello, eat
And you
more
go
pizza.
in and out of
Yeah.
their.
And so she had to constantly be messing with it, right? And she would get a country station and she'd be like, oh, you like country? Here we go. And it would be playing all Christmas music. And then she'd get another station. She'd be like, here we go. And guess what they were playing?
Think
Christmas
pizza.
music. So we listened to Christmas music all the way, 6 hour
Ah,
drive. And you know what song played the most?
I
Baby,
have
it's
no idea.
cold outside. I really
Oh,
should
okay. Okay.
go.
At least it wasn't Grandma got run
And,
over by
and
a
it was
reindeer.
a remake by every freaking artist out there remade that song. And my daughter was like, I think we heard every single version of that particular song because
The
every
only one I
other
really like is
song
the
is like
Lennon
it was.
song. The Lennon Christmas song. That's about the only one I like. Maybe because it's newer that it hasn't been overplayed. But the chipmunks singing and yeah, I agree. I agree with pizza. Bug.
Well,
And
like
especially if you worked in retail, it's in your ear
oh gosh, yeah.
constantly.
And
10,
and
12, 14
before
hours
they
a day.
turn it on,
And so you've got this going while customers are screaming at you because it's the holidays and
but you know they play music all the time.
McCart-
But
McCartney.
you kind of zone out that music in the store until it's Christmas music, and then it
Right.
gets on your last nerve. It's like,
Right.
oh my gosh, they put the Christmas music on. It's like
Uh-huh.
I could listen. It didn't matter what else was playing. I was fine with it. But
Uh-huh.
as soon as they would start playing that Christmas music, I was like, no,
It's
I
like nails
cannot.
on a chalkboard. It
Oh
really
my gosh. But being that the baby is going to be in her first Christmas program, I don't know what song they're trying to teach them to sing, but she's been singing parts of different songs mashed
okay.
together. So I have no
Maybe
idea
you pick
what,
her part.
yeah,
Right.
it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
It'll be fun. It'll
What
be
about
fun.
Jingle
She'll be proud of
Bells?
herself.
There are so many variations.
What
Yeah,
about Jingle Bells?
Jingle Bells.
What is that one? So this is Christmas. It's not Lennon? They said it was McCartney. I thought it was Lennon. I don't
What
know.
could be?
I don't know. Yoko wasn't in the background going, ah! Shh, shh, you gotta get us in trouble for that one.
Yeah. But now I used to like to listen to Christmas music. Like I had a couple of Christmas CDs that I would play in the car sometimes, but
How about Cheech and Chong's Santa Claus and His Old Lady? Did anybody ever listen to that? Let's talk about one that was never played.
Little Saint Nick by the Beach Boys is
Oh, okay.
Peter's
Little Saint
favorite.
Nick. Yeah, that was a good one. That was
Okay, so this is what we should do. This is what we should do for a Christmas music live. I'll turn the monetization off so it won't matter. And everybody else can come up and let's find their favorite song for Christmas and play it.
I don't know. I don't know if I can be there for that one. That sounds rough. Okay, since we're talking songs, okay, I brought this up yesterday, and a lot of people were with me that are here now. DeAndre Gore, you love Christmas music? Oh, of course you do. You're not in the States.
Actually, Stephanie, I
What
like the
about
Christmas
Alice's
movie today.
Restaurant? DeAndre Gore, you mentioned it. Alice's Restaurant. Alice's Restaurant Massacre. Does anybody know that song? Does anybody know that song? That is a Thanksgiving song. That would be hilarious. See, BJ's all for it. I'll be working on Christmas Day.
He'll be
Well,
at
we
work on Christmas
make it
Day.
work. It doesn't have to be on Christmas Day.
Well, we can maybe do it Christmas Eve or even the day after Christmas.
Yeah,
I don't
or
know.
we can do it a week
I don't know, but
before or
I
whatever.
think it would be hilariously funny. And as long as I turn the monetization off, it won't give me a strike or anything.
Right.
we could play whatever we want to play.
I don't know if I can.
The opening line is, "It was Christmas Eve, babe, in the drunk tank."
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
What,
But
what's
yeah, I
what song
watched
is that,
a
honey?
Christmas movie at my daughter's house, and I said, I can't believe they're already playing Christmas, romance, comedy, musical type movies. And she said she's already watched all of them that were out before we went on vacation. So she's
Oh, okay.
hooked on those kind of movies.
Oh, Alice's Restaurant has no equal and is very much a Thanksgiving song. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it is its own genre of a Thanksgiving song. It really
I'm going
is.
to have to
Thank
look. You
you.
got me curious now. Let me write it down and I will look it up.
What?
Uh,
Alice's Restaurant
yeah,
Massacre
yeah.
is by
Alice.
Arlo Guthrie, and it's 18 minutes long.
Wow.
He talks and talks and talks and talks, and he's going to get drafted, and he's going to jail, and he's going to sit on the Group W bench, and it just goes on and on and on. And it's all about Alice's Restaurant, taking out the trash. That's how it starts.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to look it up because now you got me curious. You talked about
Yeah,
it
it was in
last time.
1967, I think. 1967 it came out.
Hello, Michelle. How are
Hi, Miss
you?
Lee.
Did you
Hi,
make it
honey.
home? I know you were traveling. I hope you made it home.
Fairy Tale of New York. I don't know that one. I'll have to look that one up.
Fairy Tale of New York. I'm going to have to look that up too now.
Yeah, I
Y'all
don't know.
quit saying stuff.
Alice says, I love them both. Yes. See, Tiff is part of that world. She's younger than me, but yeah.
All right. It's on my to-do list.
But anyway, I'm going to boogie because my beans has tore up 3 toys and ate all kinds of goodies. There we go, honey. So it is time
Okay.
for us.
Well, this is what I
Here we
had
go.
to
Here we
eat.
go. Here we go. We haven't
This
done this in
was,
a while.
I had like one small dill pickle that I had cut dill pickles up for the baby yesterday. And there was one in here. And I was like, okay, instead of throwing this away, I'm going to eat this one cut up dill pickle. But even with my tiny tummy, that is not enough food. I'm like, okay, I need some soup or something. So I have 15 bean soup I'm fixing to eat.
Okay, let's be silly for a moment.
Okay.
Romper, bumper, stomper, boo. Tell me, tell me, tell me, do. Magic mirror, please tell me today. Has all my friends had fun at play? I see Echo. I see Tiff. I see Hadrigor. I see Eat More Pizza Now. I see Michelle. I see Stephanie. I hope you all had a wonderful day today and be good.
And be good, or be good as you can.
Yeah, that was what it was. Be good or no be good. Everybody loves pizza. All right, that was my silliness for the night.
Thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. I love doing these lives. I know y'all like them too, even though we get crazy sometimes. It's still all about self-care. You have to take care of yourself because nobody else is going to. So
That's
you
it.
have to do it for yourself. And I'm going to go eat some soup. And I probably am not going to get any work done tonight. I will probably work all day tomorrow, though. Hello, Jonathan from Crossover Paranormal
Hi, sweetheart.
Society. I hope
Yes,
you had a
romper
good
room.
Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. I am so thankful for all of you. I don't know how my life would be if I didn't have such good friends. I really don't. I really don't. And what is it they say? Your chosen family.
Yes. Yes. The chosen family.
Star said she would wait for the romper room to say her name, and they never did. And you didn't say it either.
Oh, did I not see Star? Oh, there you are, Star. You were in the back of the room. Okay. You were standing next to BJ. I didn't see BJ either. There you are. Smile at me real big, honey. And please be good tonight. Please be good.
It's funny. You can
Oh,
pick
my.
your family, not your relatives. Oh, true, true, true.
Yes.
But yes, I have a lovely chosen family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My chosen family has really got me through a lot. A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna play our song, and then we're gonna go off
Try to make today better than yesterday.
just a little bit. All right, let's get our song.
Two brave voices on a glowing screen, sharing hope where the world's unseen. Echoes, laughter lights the day. Lucy's wisdom guides the way. With every word they break the chains, turning struggles into gains. Echo and Lucy, lifting hearts so high. Through the storm, they're the clear blue sky. On their YouTube chat, the healing's real. Every soul they touch begins to heal. Echo and Lucy, shining true, helping the world, helping you. Stories told, the tears unwind. Stories told, the tears unwind. They listen close, they're gentle, kind. Every comment feels like home. No one ever stands alone. Dreams get mended, fears release. Through their voices, pain finds peace. Echo and Lucy, lifting hearts so high. Through the storm, they're the clear blue sky. On their YouTube chat, the healing's real. Every soul they touch begins to heal. Echo and Lucy, shining true, helping the world, helping you. When the night feels heavy and the